forgot what I'm doing because I'm looking at a spreadsheet.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to BnB Anime. I'm Blue, that's Brad, and welcome to our Anime Awards for 2022. Hooray!
Looks for born of a mustache.
I mean, you're not wrong. The beard is pretty much the defining feature, but no, mustache is also there. But you know what? A for effort. Enough of that.
Yeah, that's it.
That was very loud.
It was. Okay.
I'm curious how that's going to come across in the recording, but hey, you know what? This is all I have to say.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So this is BnB Anime. I'm Blue. That's Brad. We are tired because we just recorded an episode. And also, before that, we did like an hour and a half of administration that we've been pushing up until literally right now.
Yeah, we haven't done admin in like 6 months, so the spreadsheet looked like absolute garbage, but Blue fixed it. And I scheduled the first quarter of next year.
Yeah.
So, good job, things. You did it. I did basically
too.
Nothing.
We did together good things. And now our spreadsheet is legible. And it is that time of the year again where we are. I don't know why I'm talking like a robot.
I was going to say, this is an interesting cadence that you have decided to pick up, but you know what? Here we are.
Yeah, it's that time of the year again where we do our anime awards. We have no affiliation with Crunchyroll. These are our awards. We are vain. We don't like other people's influence. So we do what we want. And we base our awards on what we have covered here on the podcast, not what has released this year. Therefore, our awards are very different than everybody else's because we are better than them. And
also, Chainsaw Man would pretty much sweep the awards if we covered things that we're actually releasing right now, so it's a good thing. However, next year, I apologize in advance.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't apologize at all.
No. So, we have categories are Best Boy, Best Girl, Biggest Fuck Up, Best Slice of Life, Best Ship, Best Dad, Best Mom, Best OP, Best ED, Best Soundtrack, Best Fantasy, and Anime of the Year. My concussion dyslexia kicked in there, and I almost thought they all said Beast.
You know what? Good enough.
Okay. And so
we've covered a lot of stuff this year. If you want background on a lot of the stuff that we've covered this year, check out last week's episode that we just recorded in like 10 minutes ago for our year-end review, where we talk about a lot of our favorites and least favorites of the year, drop rates, etc. However, these have absolutely nothing to do with that.
Nope.
So, with that being said, shall we just go ahead and jump into it?
I'm down. Let's do this.
All right. So, our first category, as priorly mentioned, is Best Boy. We've had quite a few runnings for this one for the year. However, I think most recently our boy Grog from Vox Machina is kind of sticking out the most in my brain.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who the other people are from the different shows that we've covered, and the only other person who makes as much of a mental impact to me is Ishigami from Kaguya-sama Love is War Season 3.
But Gojo's the main character of Dress Up Darling. Well, co-main character of Dress Up Darling, and he's so sweet.
Yeah, but Ishigami, I feel like it makes more of a mental impact to me. He's like more of a character.
Uh-huh.
And Grog is also a real character. And I feel like, for me, like, Best Boy or Best Girl, like, part of the submission is that they have to be, like, kind of weird. Like, they can't be, like... Are
you telling me that Gojo isn't weird?
Well...
in his own way?
Yeah, but, like, not like Ishigami or Grog, you know? Like, they're outcasts, and I feel like Best Boys should be kind of outcasted, in a way.
I mean, but Gojo was also kind of outcasted. I mean, he got told he was weird because he liked to make dolls.
Yeah, but, like, not as, like, I don't know. He's not as memorable.
You should know at this point that I'm going to push for Dress Up Darling for a lot of things.
I know, but Grog wins.
Yeah, Grog Grog definitely wins best boy. Like, I was going to sit there and make an argument for Gojo over Ishigami, even though I love Ishigami so much.
Yeah.
Dude deserves all the best, deserves all the hugs. So, you know what? As far as, like, person who deserves most head pats for 2022, Ishigami deserves most head pats for 2022.
I will take that.
But Grog definitely deserves best boy. It might just be because he's the freshest in our brain. But my God.
Yeah,
he's
and he's not even an
hilarious.
anime character, but we love him.
Yeah, we love Grog. Grog is absolutely great.
Mhm.
But now, in the most vast of differences going into best girl, going from a barbarian that's hulking, loves to drink entire casks of ale and chop people's hands off and then keep the hands, we've gone the complete opposite direction.
Yeah.
So our nominations for Best Girl of 2022, you've got Comey from Comey Can't Communicate, you've got Marin from Dress Up Darling, and Anya.
Yeah.
Marin, all the way.
I
love Anya to death. But Anya gets so much better with the rest of the season, and I can't take that into account here.
But
So I feel like
haven't
mine's
seen
tarnished.
the rest of the season, and
That's
I
what I'm
think
saying.
Anya still wins.
Is this one of the
okay.
ones that we split on?
It might have to be because Anya riding the dog in a circle is just running through my head on repeat, and that wins for me.
But, was that the first core or was that the second core?
Either way, Anya.
Because if I'm not mistaken, that's second core, which you haven't watched that much of.
Anya, regardless of that, Anya just, like, keeping it a secret from Lloyd that she's... Anya's the best. And little cones on her head for no reason. Why does she have cones on her head? No reason. Because she's telepathic? Why does she need the cones? It doesn't make sense. I don't know. I love her. She's the best.
I mean, Anya is great. Don't get me wrong. But Marin is adorable. She loves cosplay. She also loves Gojo and is just an absolute squish ball. Also is voiced by Amelie, so therefore I'm also extremely partial just because of that as well. So I think we're going to have to agree to disagree on this one and give the award to both of them. Otherwise, I don't think we're going to come to an agreement on this one.
That's fair.
However, no, definitely Marin.
Anya.
But you know what Anya can take? Anya can take biggest fuck up.
Okay. Yes, but
So
also...
I realize we have Bubble on here as a joke.
Yes.
I get that, but we are judging individuals for this category.
Yeah.
So, obviously, episode 10 of Dodgeball. I feel like Anya 100% deserves this. Although Gabiru from Slime has a very has a very high percentage of taking this particular category.
Yeah, we thought he was going to absolutely sweep it when we put him on there first.
Yeah, he was the only one on there for ages.
Yeah.
But I feel like Anya needs to take this one.
It might be another way we have to disagree on. Just because Gabiru literally, like, his fuck up, like he...
But he also has his, like, shining moments, too. Anya is pure comedy, whereas Gabiru actually has, like, true shining moments.
Yeah, but he's so dumb.
Anya does nothing but fuck up in hilarious ways.
He, like, he started a
does.
war.
But Anya fucks up everything.
Thousands of people died.
I don't think so.
Right?
Maybe later season.
Um.
But I don't think he actually started a war.
Well, he,
I don't think he started a war.
No, okay, but fair. But he, didn't help. that what was happening and he didn't help.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily, make for a fuck up. It's just lazy and dumb.
And self-centered.
So Anya?
Fine, I'll give it to you, but I don't know.
Yeah, hey. All right. Anya takes biggest fuck up for 2022. Now, next category of note is going to be best slice of life. We're going to fight over this one.
Yeah.
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 Because Dress Up Darling totally deserves this.
No, it's Laid Back Camp.
But also Comey Can't Communicate also deserves this.
Yeah, but it's Laid Back Camp.
Laid Back Camp also deserves it. But I feel like all three of these have such like a high need for this.
Yeah, but Laid Back Camp literally got me asking for a hiking backpack for Christmas. So Laid Back Camp.
Yeah, but Dress Up Darling has literally caused me to nonstop collect all the manga, collect figures, collect a whole lot of things, which has cost me a shit ton of money.
Yeah, but are you going to go cosplay?
Yes, I am actually. 2023 is the year for me to get in shape so I can actually cosplay.
Okay, well, fair. But I'm going to go on a hike, so.
I've collected a shit ton of manga.
I've been on several hikes.
I'm getting in shape to cosplay.
I've got hiking boots.
I've got clothes.
I lived in the mountains.
I also live in the mountains. I currently live in the mountains.
Therefore, Laid Back Camp. Thank you very much.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I have 2 thermoses, flasks, whatever you want to call them.
I've got energy drinks in front of me, which Gojo drank a lot of to get Marin's cosplays done.
Laid Back Camp wins.
Dress Up Darling wins.
I bought manga for Laid Back Camp.
I also got you manga for Laid Back Camp.
You also did.
But I am sitting here staring at Dress Up Darling on my shelf right now.
I'm sitting here staring at Laid Back Camp on my bedside table, except it's not my bedside table, it's my couch side table right now.
Uh-huh. Dress Up Darling wins.
No, Laid Back Camp.
You know what? I will make you a deal that you're not going to take me up on. I will give you Laid Back Camp for this one, but for a later category, I expect Dress Up Darling to take it.
If it's best ship, then no.
Oh, we're going to talk about that one for sure, but no, definitely not that one.
Okay.
So do we have a deal?
Fair. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So Laid Back Camp wins for best slice of life.
Why is my phone buzzing?
Because you're important.
It's because it's the twins.
Oh, the twins. Tell them I said hello.
I shall do so right now. They're interrupting. Brad
hey, it's fine.
Says hello.
Yeehaw.
And yeehaw.
Also, did you tell Mom I said hello?
I did. How do you spell yeehaw?
YEE-HAW.
Thanks.
I think this is probably the biggest tangent we've went on in quite a while.
They're texting me about okay, so you know that old TLC show Sister Wives?
Uh-huh.
Apparently one of the wives just left, and that's what they're texting me.
Oh, so we're getting the tea live on the podcast.
Mad tea.
I love it.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah. And also her nickname in my phone is Melon Chan, so her real name's Melanie. Anyway, she says, yo, Brad, sup, bro, XD.
Rawr, XD.
Rawr. XD.
Ooh-woo.
Ooh-woo.
I hate myself for that one.
Okay.
Oh, I love this so much.
She says, you guys doing Z podcasting tonight? Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'm putting my phone down now. I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah.
Got distracted.
All of this is 100% being left in, by the way. just because it's a funny bit at this point, I feel like it deserves to stay.
Fair. Okay, fine. When the bestie calls, you gotta answer.
Exactly.
And I mean, they've been my bestie for like a decade now.
Yeah, they're the reason you have your nickname.
They are. And
pretty
the
much
reason I started watching anime.
Yeah. So look at that. They have just as big of a reason to be on this podcast as the rest of us.
Yeah, literally their fault. All of this is their fault.
You think they'd want to do an episode of Anime Island?
They would love to.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, best ship?
Call Me Can't Communicate, My Dress Up Darling, Science Fell in Love, Spy Family, and Kaguya-sama. And Brad died.
Yeah, I'm again, I said this in the previous episode, I'm still trying to get my voice back, and whenever I use it a lot, it causes me to have a coughing fit, so my apologies beforehand.
Strap.
You know, the thing about it is, though, is my throat doesn't hurt.
Just coffee?
just cough. Just too much vocal use.
Yeah. So, Spy Family?
Kaguya-sama.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to Kaguya-sama.
Yeah, yeah, Kaguya-sama's... But is, Kaguya-sama...
It's not a relationship.
I know. So, okay, I feel like this is...
You know what?
Okay.
We should add a category of best relationship, because technically, Yor and Lloyd are married.
But they're not in a relationship. They're in a situationship.
Yeah, but still.
And also...
We haven't really done anything as far as relationships go this year that I can think of.
I will give it to you that way. That Kaguya-sama is best, like... I would even do it this way. Kaguya-sama is best, like, puppy love. They're best, like... They're young and youthful, and it's first love, and they're awkward, and it's cute. And Spy Family is the best, like, okay, I want them to be soulmates. Like, they are... That's it. They're married. They love each other. They're having 20 kids. Like, that's Spy Family. You know, to me, they're different. It's like adult love and kid love.
But also, Kaguya-sama deserves best ship, because you've got Ishigami and Ino, you've got Ishigami and that one chick.
Fair. Okay. So Kaguya-sama has a lot of interwoven romances. I do want to give an honorable mention to Science Fell in Love, just because it is a more, like, it's very much like Kaguya-sama in the awkwardness kind of vibe, but it is... Like, it's kind of the halfway point between Spy Family and Kaguya-sama. It's the awkwardness of Kaguya-sama, but with the adult, like, theming of Spy Family in the sense that they're, like, 25.
Yeah. And then Dress Up Darling kind of gets my honorable mention. Well, Dress Up Darling and Comey both kind of get it. Dress Up Darling solely because you can tell the attraction is there. I mean, spoiler chicken hat, so skip ahead 15 seconds. Starting 3, 2, 1 now, with Marin confessing at the end, even though Gojo didn't hear it.
Yeah.
So that kind of takes it. And then Comey, I mean, you've got Comey and Tadano. Like, it kind of writes itself.
Yeah.
So.
And both of those I would put in with Kaguya-sama as being more like puppy love. They're, like, it's young, it's fresh, it's like new feelings, and they don't really know how to handle it. And that's what makes it cute.
Yep, I 100% agree.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, so best ship goes to Kaguya-sama, with best relationship / situation in parentheses, Spy Family.
Yes, I'm with you on that.
And now, best dad. This one is an interesting topic.
Yes.
Because we've had Thors on here from Vinland Saga for quite a while, but then Blue brought up the point of Lloyd, and I mean, how could we forget Lloyd?
Yeah.
But it's a tough category.
Yeah.
Because Thors gave up his life for his family, for his son to kind of shit all over that.
Yes.
And Lloyd does his best, but at the same time, he's still like, this is a mission, so I'm literally doing what I have to for my mission. But with later on throughout the first season, you kind of see him like break his facade more and more. So both of them, I feel like, kind of deserve it in their own ways.
I fully agree. I mean, it's again, it's the same thing with like the situationship. Like this was thrust upon Lloyd. This wasn't something that he had wanted. It wasn't a family that he created for himself. But he's really like fallen in love with Anya and being a dad in a way, and he's kind of bumbling about it in his own unique style.
Yeah.
And there's something very charming about that, and I genuinely believe he would do anything for her. Even within like a half an episode, you could figure it out, you know, that he really cares for her.
100%.
Mm-hmm. But Thor's literally dead, like already done.
Yeah.
So
I moved away so he could have his family.
Yeah.
He gave his life for his family and his people. So I kind of got to give this to both of them.
Yeah, I'm pushing it over to Thor's right now because Thor's is over and done with. Lloyd, he's still going to be a contender for Best Dad next year.
Yeah, so you know what? I'll give it to Thor's as well. Let's just go ahead and give it to him. He deserves it.
Yeah.
Dude was a badass too. I would love to see Thor's and Lloyd fight.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That would be one. And also, Wit does them both.
Yeah.
Now, Mappa's doing the second season of Vinland Saga, but as far as season 1's concerned, Wit Studios has done both anime, with Spy Family being split between Cloverworks and Wit. So you know what? Thor's gets it.
Yeah.
Best mom, one sole contender. We've got Yor.
Yeah.
Although I kind of feel like Komi's mom.
Yeah.
Is it Komi's mom? Yeah, Komi's mom. Also Shikimori's mom.
Yeah.
No, not Shikimori's mom. The boyfriend. Can't think of his name, but it's like common anime name. Can't think of it. You? Does that sound right?
For Shikimori?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, his mom kind of gets a pass for that too. But Yor
is Deku's mom shown in My Hero?
In season 3, I don't think, not so much.
Yeah.
She kind of takes more of a focus in seasons 1 and 2, but not so much in 3. But yeah, I think Yor wins the category. Honorable mentions, but Yor wins the category in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
And then our next kind of big points of contention.
Oh.
Anohana.
No, that was Dad. Never mind.
Yeah, that. So yeah. Oh yeah.
Although he should have been on contender for Best Dad.
Yeah.
But
honorable mention to Dad.
From Anohana, honorable mention to Dad from Anohana.
Yeah.
Still didn't beat out, like even with him being in, but should have been on the list.
Yeah. We were kind of working on that while we were trying to work on the rest of the admin stuff. So there are some people that got left out.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of these categories could have been a lot longer, but we kind of short stack them a little bit. Like especially for best OPs and EDs, because we had some bangers this year. So with that being said, what do you think should be best OP and best ED of the year?
Well, so best OP we have on the list, but this doesn't mean necessarily like Brad said, this isn't all of them. So we have Spy Family, Kongming, Attack on Titan Season 2, My Dress Up Darling, Kaguya-sama, Licorice Recoil, and Demon Slayer.
With Demon Slayer being the Entertainment District
arc, yeah. And for Best ED, we have Spy Family, Licorice Recoil, SAO Progressive, Kaguya Rap, ED, and Demon Slayer, again, the Entertainment District arc.
I feel like for OP, I'm going to get so much hate because with Attack on Titan Season 2, you had Sasageo, which is what everybody loves to scream and shout at the top of their lungs.
Yes.
Dress Up Darling was good. Masayuki Suzuki with Kaguya-sama. Licorice Recoil was excellent. But I am very much torn between Spy Family and Demon Slayer.
I'm with you. I think for me, I'm leaning towards Spy Family. Although, Demon Slayer was so fucking good, though.
Yeah, I'm so torn.
Me too.
I'm so torn. Oh, and we listened to them before we sat down to record this too.
You know what? I think Demon Slayer is winning out on second thought.
I think so, because it was one of the last ones that we listened to, and I feel like that's kind of unfair.
Yeah.
Just because it was one of the last ones that we listened to, but I'm more than happy to give it to Demon Slayer. We've given Spy Family a lot, and not to take away from Spy Family, but I feel like Demon Slayer kind of deserves time to shine.
Yeah, fully.
Oh, we need to put Best Animation on here as a category too.
We do.
So let's do that after Best ED while we're thinking about it.
Sounds good.
All right, so Best ED. Spy Family was good. Demon Slayer was good, but Lisa doing SAO Progressive. Lisa is the best. But the rap ED is the one that sticks in my brain so much. And it was a special one-off.
Yeah.
But God, it was so good. They did not have to go that hard on that animation.
No.
But the Licorice Recoil one was a banger too.
I feel like Licorice Recoil maybe for consistent, because the Kaguya rap was one specific episode, I feel like it deserves like a special little shout out, but I don't consider it to be the actual ED of the show, if that makes sense.
I feel like I still gotta give it to it though. I don't know.
Yeah, that's hard.
And then also Spy Families was also so good too. Oh my God. They were all so good.
They were all really good. It's so tough.
And normally EDs aren't that like high up on our list. But my goodness, like there were so many good ones, or at least all of these are phenomenal. I don't know. I'm fine with giving it to Licorice Recoil.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah. But honorable mention to that one shot on Kaguya-sama, because my goodness, that was amazing.
Fully.
And then as far as like animation / character design, Spy Family, Licorice Recoil. Yeah, Belle as well. Belle had some excellent animation. Dress Up Darling actually exceeded all expectations. Like Cloverworks put their all into that one, and I don't remember it like dipping at any point, which is odd because it's Cloverworks.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Let's scroll down. I will also put on
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen, and then we also had The Secret World of Ariete, which I covered. It was just Ghibli. But you didn't watch that one cover with me, so
yeah, we can give that one an honorable mention.
I think
at the very least.
it deserves an honorable mention for that.
Yeah. Ooh.
What else was up there that was really, really good animation? Castle in the Sky?
I mean, it's Ghibli. So, I mean, it's consistently good.
Yeah.
But do we consider it the best?
I thought Secret World of Ariete was better.
So, yeah, Castle in the Sky is out. Castle in the Sky is very good, though.
It is. I know it's not an anime, but I will say The Legend of Vox Machina had a very, very unique stylistic choice.
And it was very consistent.
Yeah.
So yeah, it gets a shout out as well. But overall,
I think it's JJK
Demon Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah.
Because Demon Slayer in and of itself deserves a huge shout out on its animation, because Ufotable, in fact, I think we even said it, the only people that can really top Ufotable is Ufotable.
Yeah, I think it's between JJK and Demon Slayer for me.
And I could kind of give it to both.
I'm leaning more towards Demon Slayer purely because I can vividly picture the action animation as opposed to and character design, whereas for JJK the character design is really sticking in my brain. But I know what those swords look like in motion. I know what the lightning bolts and the flames and the water like looks like, you know?
So I feel like for special effects, we can definitely give it to Demon Slayer. But I
Yeah.
mean, purely for the fight scenes and the fluidity, I feel like JJK kind of takes it.
So we could separate it to like art design going to Demon Slayer and then motion and actual animation to JJK.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good enough for me.
Sick.
And so our next bit, which, I mean, honestly, we probably should have done next to best OP and ED, but you know what? It's our list. We do it how we want. We got best soundtrack, which also had a lot of really good stuff going for it because we did several musicals this year, and then we've done films galore.
Yes. Yeah, and films have fantastic soundtracks. We need more film-type soundtracks to be in seasons. That would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, that would be excellent.
Yeah. So we have Belle, we have Laid Back Camp the movie, SAO Progressive, JJK Zero, Sing a Bit of Harmony, and your boy Kong Ming. Specifically the two that the Sing a Bit of Harmony, your boy Kong Ming, and Belle are all like musicals, really.
Mm-hmm.
Laid Back Camp just has a very consistent soundtrack. The soundtrack has been consistent since first season. It is perfectly fitting to the show. And Laid Back Camp, actually, we didn't give it a shout out for the animation this year, when normally we give it a shout out for the animation for its backdrops, but I just don't think that the movie held up as well as the seasons.
Yeah, and again, I feel like a lot of that's just podcast brain talking, because it's excellent, and it's very laid back camp, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it just didn't hold up compared to a lot of the other stuff that we've covered. But those backdrops, though, man.
They're stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best soundtrack's hard.
Belle had such a consistent song that it's one of those ones that's sticking in my head because it's like, this is the song of the film, you know?
And yet Sing a Bit of Harmony is that way for me.
Yeah.
Because I would be, and I cannot say this for sure, but I feel like I would be more tempted to give best soundtrack to Belle if I had seen it in theaters. Because I feel like that film in theaters would have been incredible.
I agree. I actually really agree with that, yeah.
The bad part about it is that it was in theaters at the same time as Sing a Bit of Harmony.
Yeah.
And I was aware of Sing a Bit of Harmony. And the bad part is Belle had like a bigger marketing budget, or I've seen it marketed more after the fact.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because Laid Back Camps fit.
Yeah.
JJK Zero fit. Your boy Kong Ming, all of its musical numbers slapped.
Yeah.
Like everything hit well. And Kong Ming, Sing a Bit of Harmony, and Belle, I still listen to all three soundtracks.
Yeah.
And I mean consistently listen. But overall, for me personally, I'd listen to Sing a Bit of Harmony soundtrack more.
I'm down for Sing a Bit of Harmony. Let's go for it.
All right. So yeah, Sing a Bit of Harmony for best soundtrack.
Yeah.
And then now is going to be a point of contention.
Yes.
Solely because of, we didn't branch out a lot this year in our categories.
Yeah.
So instead of like, I think last year we had like a massive genre breakdown, whereas this year we just kind of had best slice of life, and then we've made best fantasy. So we've got Vinland Saga, SAO, Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, and Dr. Stone.
Yes. I think that's everything that we have for our... I mean, there are obviously others that we have in there for... I mean, My Hero Academia is fantasy. Like, pretty much everything that we have covered is in some kind of way not real.
Yeah. The main thing about it, though, is since we only did season 3 of My Hero this year, I find it hard to put it in best fantasy because, in my opinion, the best My Hero has to offer is from season 4 onward.
Yeah, and I'm kind of that same way with Dr. Stone with the film, and even with Demon Slayer, where, like, so good, but I consider them more of a like franchise at this point.
Yeah. And it's also one of those things to where I'm probably going to sound very kind of hypocritical with as much praise as I've given Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is very good, but I feel like we hold it to such a high esteem because of its animation.
I agree.
If it did not have that animation, I feel like we would not hold Demon Slayer in as high of a regard, because although the story is interesting, it is not as phenomenal as we would probably think it was if it did not have those stunning animations.
I think that's fair.
So, although it has a very high point of contention for best fantasy, considering everything that we've covered this year compared to our big ones of Vinland Saga, SAO Progressive, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't kind of hold a candle to those.
No. For me, SAO has this level of like when you think fantasy, you think SAO, you know? Like it's elves and, you know, flutes and Lord of the Rings vibes. And I feel like that's kind of where my brain automatically goes when I think fantasy. Is that kind of realm. Plus, it has this gamer element to it where it's got that sci-fi type thing going with it. So you could even argue that it's in the kind of like Star Trek kind of vibe, you know? Because of that. Vinland Saga has the glorified romancing of Vikings attached to it, which have almost become mythical in the sense that we as a society view them these days. Like, we don't really consider Vikings for their actual pillaging that they did, and we definitely romanticize them to a certain level. And Vinland Saga is evident of that. Jujutsu Kaisen, for me, is not what I think of when I think fantasy. But
I think it's the power fantasy that everybody looks for in anime. Like, it's martial arts, fighting style, is storytelling, acumen, making us care about a character that wasn't even in the first season at all.
Yeah, and then, like, ghosts and demons and breaking into the realm of death, you know?
Yeah. Like, I feel like looking at it as a category, it 100% deserves to be here, and especially in, like, the top runners of what we have here. And then, of course, Attack on Titan is, whenever you think of fantasy anime in general, Attack on Titan is one of the first ones that people come to.
Yes.
And a lot of it is how timeless the show is. A lot of it is how well Wit Studio handled the first 3 seasons. But for our case, the first 2 seasons were done spectacularly well. And this one's tough, man.
I agree. My brain wants to stick with Vinland Saga just because I know for sure that I definitely romanticize Vikings in that sense. Like, I love I loved that anime. The anime was so good, but SAO,
I find SAO hard for this perspective because I love SAO Progressive. Don't take that away from it. What they did with that film and the way that they're overhauling the franchise is excellent. But we know how SAO ends.
True.
And so I feel like for me, that holds it against me. Now, the fantasy world and everything built around SAO, I have said it from the day we started this podcast, and I've said it on interviews for other anime podcasts that I have done. If the SAO incident were to be real, and it would come with all of the consequences that it actually comes with, I would still do it.
Yeah.
But we have to look at it from, like, the show's perspective, not necessarily the world that it's involved with fully. Although that does play a huge bit of contention around it. But I'm torn between Attack on Titan and Vinland Saga for me personally.
Attack on Titan is so good, but I don't. Attack on Titan sits less in fantasy and more in thriller for me. So if we were to have a second category, I would do Attack on Titan being best thriller, Vinland Saga being best fantasy.
Mm. I mean, I'm more than happy to give it to Vinland Saga for best fantasy, considering I'm torn between two and you're like dead set on it.
Yeah.
So I'm more than happy to give it best fantasy.
Sounds good. Which takes us to the last category, and I've figured out what your vote is, and it automatically wins because
I'm cashing in. I'm cashing it in. Dress Up Darling wins Anime of the Year.
Yeah,
but no,
Spy Family doesn't count because it's not finished yet.
But I feel like it has every reason to tie for it.
I will take that.
Because I know probably out of the bunch, that's what would take your vote on it.
Yeah.
And if I had to sit down and choose my animes of the year with everything that I've seen up to this point, everything still currently airing, Spy Family and Chainsaw Man are going to end before 2022 is over. Dress Up Darling is already over for the year. I know everywhere that Chainsaw Man is going, and I know everywhere that Spy Family is going. Those three would be in a deadlock. Well, Chainsaw Man definitely wins. Without a shadow of a doubt. But those three take my anime of the year in their own categories.
Yeah.
For true slice of life, Dress Up Darling takes it. For overall, like, fantasy slice of life, comedy, the whole 9 yards, Spy Family takes it. And then just pure overall horror, adult content, the whole 9 yards, Chainsaw Man takes it.
Yeah, and I'm down.
Only two of those are up for the win.
Yeah.
Only two of those are up for the running. Sorry.
No. I'm totally down for that. And I think that with the parallel, with the contingency of like Spy Family having not been over at the point of recording, my Dress Up Darling therefore takes the win by default, I guess, in a way. And then Spy Family, to me and to the show, will be in true contention for Anime of the Year in 2023 when we finish up the second core. So it is a very close second place for this year and automatically passes to the running of Anime of the Year for 2023. So yeah.
I will put it like this. For everything that I know that is coming for 2023, for everything that's been announced, the whole 9 yards, if I had to choose what's going to be in the running for Anime of the Year next year, Chainsaw Man, Spy Family. I don't know how the theater situation is going to be for you next year, but you've got Makoto Shinkai's new film. You've got SAO Progressive. You've got the Kaguya-sama film, which is actually going to be released worldwide, which I'm very excited for. Blue Lock, from what I've heard from a lot of people, there are going to be a lot of things in contention. Also, Solo Leveling is coming out next year, and I know that that's something that so many people are hyped for.
Yeah.
So we've got a huge year ahead of us. We've had a huge year this year. 2022 has by far been one of the best years of anime in a very long time.
Yeah.
And it very clearly reflects in what we've had here, because there have been a lot of these where we've had to sit here and discuss it because it just shows through a lot of the stuff. We've covered a lot of stuff as far as like relevancy goes. This has been like the year of relevance.
True. Yeah.
And next year, even more so.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm super excited for next year, and I hope that you guys aren't too mad at us for our awards for this year, and let us know your rankings for the animes that you've watched this year. And yeah, things like what's your biggest sleeper hit is the one that I'm like the most interested in. I think most of our like best animes are probably going to be fairly along the same lines with each other, but the one that like you got shocked at the most, or the one that you know that didn't get as much hype as you think that it deserves, let us know about those, because they may be added to the watch list for next year.
What was your biggest sleeper hit out of the bunch?
Good question.
because Trapped in a Dating Sim was that for me. Like I said it whenever we recorded the episode, I expected it to be trash.
Yeah.
Like I started watching it thinking that it was going to be a pile of trash and it was going to be something for me to make fun of during our weekly bits of talking about what we've watched during the week.
Yeah.
And that exceeded all expectations.
I'm actually with you on that. I also, like, Licorice Recoil, I think, was the way you pitched it to me.
Girls with Guns, but SAO, like current SAO animation.
Yeah, I feel like that is definitely one thing that I could consider a sleeper hit.
With it being A1 Pictures, I had high expectations for it. I didn't expect it to be garbage by any means.
You know what? Odd Taxi.
But it was a hit.
Yeah, Odd Taxi is the one that I'm going to go with.
I have Mother's Basement to thank for that one.
Yeah.
That dude recommended the shit out of it. So I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll give it a go on the podcast. And it was good.
It's really good. If you like psychological mystery kind of thrillers, I 10 out of 10 recommend Odd Taxi. It's strange. It gets you thinking. It's like old school mystery. It gives me some Spy Family vibes, but like more adult, you know? It's less fun, more interesting. And I was saying to Brad earlier that it feels like something that would be up for awards. It's that kind of vibe. And I definitely recommend giving it a watch. Yeah, I think Odd Taxi is probably my biggest sleep hit.
I think I know one for you as well. Just purely not, I mean, I know I talked it up a lot, but SAO Progressive.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
And you were like one of the biggest like SAO detractors.
I was so disappointed by SAO beforehand that I was very nervous for this film, but this film was really good.
And I mean, honestly, I talked about this earlier, but as far as what we've got for 2023, as far as the podcast goes, but More Than a Married Couple, but Not Lovers, I expected that to be a trash rom-com.
Mm-hmm.
And I've absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
So, and it's one of those things to where if you come across something and you think it might pique your interest, but you're not 100% certain, give it a try because you never know. Like it could turn into one of those shows that you absolutely adore.
Yeah, it's how we found Tanaka-kun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We literally found that on a whim.
Yeah.
But yeah. And so with that being said, thank you all so much for coming to our last episode of 2022.
Yee.
Happy New Year.
Yes.
To everybody. And Happy New Year to you as well. And thank you for putting up with me for a whole another year because my God, we've been at this for 2.5 years now.
Yeah. Thank you as well. I couldn't ask for a better co-host. You're the best.
I tell everybody, I have told everybody in every podcast interview that I've been a part of, you are the better half of this. You are the heart and soul of this, and I will stand behind it.
Oh, well, you're the brains. If I'm the soul, you're the brains.
No, yes. I literally just schedule. That's literally all I do. I mean, at this point...
And write the schedules and name them.
I mean, true. But, I mean, at this point, not... You know, shameless plug, they are not paying us by any means. We are not sponsored by Riverside. But as you've now found out, and as I have shown to other people, Riverside makes editing so much easier. It does most of the work for us. Yeah,
Riverside is great. But yes, Brad is brains. I just sit here and ramble. And that's what we're going to do next year too. So if you like this and you want to listen to more of it, you can find us right here on your favorite listening platforms at BnB Anime, or you can find us on the website, www.bnbanime.com. We have a YouTube channel at BnB Anime, along with all of our social medias are just BnB Anime. Brad is on Instagram and Twitch at BradCarterGaming. I'm kind of around the place at BlueLavander STM. Or, you know, just BlueLavander with an A. You'll find me. I'm around. And, yeah, we look forward to another year with you guys, watching more anime, reading more manga, being bigger otakus. So if you are also an otaku and, like this shit, drop a sub or follow and stick with us next year.
Yeah, we've got big things planned for next year. If you want kind of a bigger thought process of that, go listen to the last episode because we've got that there.
Yes.
But seriously, Happy New Year to everybody. Hope your holidays were wonderful. I hope you got to enjoy it however you chose to spend it. And we look forward to 2023 with all of y'all. So thank y'all so much for listening, and we'll catch y'all next year. Bye-bye.
Bye. Love you.
Love you. Bye-bye.